Hey everyone, Stephen GetMoneyMyrick here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Star Wing Jahra within PvP. I actually just built Star Wing Jahra. She's my 4th Transcendence hero, and I went with her over Fairy Queen Vesa. And if you're not aware, Fairy Queen Vesa is extremely powerful in PvP, and I see her in a ton of the top level PvP lineups, and Star Wing Jahra is very difficult to make work. So I've got this Star Wing Jahra. I really want to use her in PvP. I really want to use her within the Void Vortex every week. So I'm looking for good PvP teams. And I'm going to be honest, I was struggling hard. And I noticed my guildmate, General Guan Yu, member of D2, great guy. And he had a very strong lineup that I could not beat that had Star Wing Jahra. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how we are going to make Star Wing Jahra work in PvP. Hopefully this lineup will help you if you're struggling to make her work. And it's also a way for me to kind of look at, okay, we've got, like, I want to spread out imprints, right? I want to have imprints on heroes, but I don't want to just go all in on V4s. I want some V3s spread out throughout my lineup. And so this isn't exactly a budget clear, but it's not a full V4 team either. And I'm going to be doing some fights, some examples fighting against my own team. So hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you like it. Let me know if the builds help you, how it works for you. But let's go ahead and talk about the power of this build as well as show us some of the fights. So obviously General Guan Yu is within my guild, like I said, and I tried to recreate the exact same lineup that he uses. I do have a V3 Scarlet Queen Halora versus his V4, but I really wanted to show off the difference in having everything set up correctly can make, because we're going to fight against my team and we're going to get blown the hell out. And even though on paper everything looks similar, I want to show how it really comes down to the nitty-gritty details of exactly what you do with your heroes in order to make a lineup work. So this is the lineup we're working with. As I said, we will go into specifics about it, and I really just want to show just how badly this team destroys me, how everything goes faster than me, how much CC he gets from his Star Wing Jahra. I mean, look at that. He killed ours in Petrified 3. Like, it's just, I'm done. The match is already over. And, you know, do I have everything perfectly optimized on my account? No. But do I have pay to win artifacts on everybody? Yeah. Do I have some speed nodes on my Rogans? Absolutely. But, you know, I'm getting absolutely mauled and destroyed. I will say it's a little bit of like a leeway for me, a little bit of forgiveness. I did look at Guan Yu's lineup and just say, like, this is what I want to do. This fight could be a little better. Well, I say that, and then we just get cleaned up. Like, we're just cleaned the hell up. Now, we are going to get our... No, we never even got our active off there. So, just getting destroyed, right? Just completely demolished. So, that just kind of illustrates how important it is to get your heroes set up correctly, because we have almost identical heroes. The only difference being a V4 Scarlet Queen Halora versus a V3. And his Scarlet Queen Halora attacks first, like... before mine. His Rogans go first. He didn't get any CC at all with that Star Wing Jahra active, which is huge. Usually he gets a lot more CC. This will be our best hope for finishing him off and doing well. But I still think we're going to get demolished. Like, it's just a good lineup. It's a good way of using Star Wing Jahra. And the other thing it does for you is, like, if you're like me and you have Asmodel, like, you could make a cheese lineup. It's not the best, but for Ace... like, since I'm not using Asmodel in this lineup, I will probably make a V3, V4 Asmodel with an Eloise, with some carries, and Andreas. And will it beat a top CCL team? No. But will it beat some more lower level CCL teams? I think so. And so I'm able to make 2 teams. I'm able to spread out some imprints. So I'm excited to go into the details of this build and get more information about it. I want to start by talking about the star spawns so that you have an idea of how you will compare against this account. Honestly, I'm pretty similar, and I've got the same star spawns leveled up. I don't have a 140 Transcendence, I have a 130, but I do have more 120s going on. So honestly, very similar star spawns to what I'm representing, but if you have less, obviously it won't be as strong. And then let's take a look at the Celestial Island, the homeowner system, so you can kind of compare how you're going to be versus him. You can see he doesn't have a tenant for the 4th spot, but he does have 3 on the first bases and levels there. And then Star Wing Jahra, pretty dang similar to what I've got going on, honestly. So that's also another good sign for me and my ability to copy the team. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, how exactly are the heroes built? So Star Wing Jahra, let's see. You got any thoughts on what this stone is? Is it attack, speed HP? Seems like she's fast. Is she just fast naturally? HP, so he's just getting that raw speed the way it is with the Rui and presumably the imprints, right? So he's doing 3-1, 4-3-2 on the Rui, on the Star Wing Jahra, excuse me. And then for the imprints, obviously up to V4, and is rocking damage reduction, control immunity, and armor. Okay, so pretty defensive build with a lot of speed going on. So that means in order for him to be energy feeding, he has to have his Rogans and his Scarlet Queen Halora very fast. Now obviously his Scarlet Queen Halora was V4. She's got splendid Demon Bell, speed, attack. I have speed HP, and you could see how much damage his Scarlet Queen Halora was doing with those actives. Rocking 3-1, 4-3-2, so similar stuff there. And then rocking damage reduction, control immunity, and holy damage. So getting more damage from her active than what I am typically doing. Hey everybody, so this is GetMoneyMyrick from the future, and I just wanted to butt in here real quickly in this video and say that there was a mistake when I was recording this video. Specifically, Guan Yu had his account set up for Vortex, and actually when he does Vortex, all he does is he switches his SFX from a traditional A and B build to a Staff Punisher. None of his other heroes change. But when I actually record this video, I thought it was his PvP lineup. So we actually tested and ran the Sword Flash Zia with a Staff Punisher. And I thought about recording the whole video again, but we actually had some really cool results with it. And a lot of what I'm saying still rang true about getting your speeds right and your timings right. And also that Staff Punisher did a lot of work against some sustain lineups that I was pretty surprised by. So it kind of shows out the power of that as well. For Sword Flash Zia here, we are rocking a holy damage attack stone. Really, I'm honestly kind of surprised by that. So no splendid A and B. Wow. I wonder if this is actually what it always is, or if it's sometimes more tanky. It's possible it is this. I will say it makes it easier from a standpoint of pushing Vortex that he was still able to do that damage without having to, you know, swap around his artifacts, which is huge. Rocking that 2-2-4-2-2, and then rocking armor break, damage reduction, and crit. So tons of damage coming from that Sword Flash Zia. The Drake has a crown on them with a speed attack stone, 2-1-4-3-2, and full speed imprints. So very fast Drake. So that's going to cost you a few more stellar shards to go there. And finally, let's look at the Rogans. So the first Rogan actually has a splendid Snow Heart. This is an artifact I don't have. I only have one copy of Snow Heart, so I actually won't be able to recreate this lineup completely. The utility he's getting from that splendid Snow Heart is obviously very high. The ability to just screw up the speed of the opponent's lineup is something that I'm not going to be able to replicate, but it's rocking a speed HP stone. I'll probably use a splendid Demon Bell in its place. And this is the Rogan that is going slower than the Star Wing Jahra, so it's 1-1-1-1-2. And then here, no speed needed, which is a big plus for the Rogan. But then the other Rogan is presumably rocking the splendid Demon Bell speed attack. And rocking 3-1-4-3-2, and if we check here, I'm guessing we're going to see a full speed node here, so that the Rogan is faster than the Star Wing Jahra. So the final speeds, we're looking at 1936 for the Star Wing Jahra. You're looking at 1937 for the Rogan. You're looking at 1834 for the Sword Flash Zia. You're looking at 1977 for the Scarlet Queen Halora. And you're looking at 1921 for the Drake. I did want to show off this lineup against some more tanky sustain builds. This is Daddy's account, Nutbuster. Very sustain heavy lineup. Lots of stuff that you're going to have to break through. And so I want to show the power of this team against a more sustaining lineup and see how we do. And you can just see that active from Scarlet Queen Halora, all the damage you're getting in. Very little CC here, but look at how low this team is. And if we're able to just get out here and knock a few heroes out, you know, Sword Flash Zia now is going to have her ability to come through and do a massive active if she survives. So, you know, like, is it sustaining? Absolutely, but we've got the CC going on, and we will see this active coming up here soon. Okay, and he was able to heal up, so you can see that. So again, I just kind of wanted to demonstrate this team versus a sustained lineup. And wow, you see that? Jeez Louise, that damage on that Fairy Queen. Oh my god. That Staff Punisher, that might be what he always uses instead of doing A and B or Crown, which is a great example because now you can put a Crown on your Asmodel for your more tanky lineup, and you can use that Staff Punisher on your Swordflesh Zia, and you're not going to have to move it for Vortex. So assuming that's how it's usually set up, I mean, it was doing some amazing work there, honestly, against that more tanky lineup. We'll also fight another Guildmate of mine. This is a maybe more traditional lineup of what you would see for a 4 Tridents team. If you have 4 Transcendence, it's like, okay, let's put 4 Transcendence heroes on a team and then pair them with 2 Rogans, and we're going to see how this lineup stacks up against that. You can see we immediately got the Unbending Will against the Rogan. The Rogan's already dead. We got the CC put in here. We got the Scarlet Queen of Laura down. We got that massive active with Swordflesh Zia with having the Staff Punisher. So holy cow, this damage, this lineup, I'm really, really impressed by it, honestly. I really like it a lot. And we'll finish up with one more fight against another guild member of mine, Stink. He's a good friend of mine. We've been having a lot of fun the last few days making jokes. And this is another lineup. You'll see the double carry with the giant synergy with the Asmodel, the Fairy Queen Vesa on the Andrea, and we'll see how it stacks up against them. I will say the hard counter to this team would be a team with a Cruz with a Rui Scepter. The ability to potentially just shut off all your heroes and your flow in your system. But honestly, even then, like the Splendid Snowheart is going to be doing some work to throw off your opponent as well, so it could hold up kind of well. But in general, this lineup will struggle against Cruz lineups. That would be the biggest counter to a team like this. Putting the Staff Punisher on Swordflesh Zia is going to allow you to just do massive damage to kind of break through the walls of more sustaining lineups. So the more I see this, I think it is intentional and it wasn't just something left over from Void Vortex. I could be wrong, but the ability to energy feed your Swordflesh Zia, who's your homeowner now, right? And so she's got a ton of attack and a ton of stuff going on. We're going to need a nice big active here with our Star Wing Jahra. Let's see if we can get one. We got some heroes mounted there. Our Star Wing Jahra was silenced by the Fairy Queen Vesa, so we weren't able to get it off. And here, okay, they got the active with the Asmodel. Okay, so he is going to win with this. I do want to do one more fight just to see if we lose again. Get some more, like, reps in. If that was bad luck, if that was good luck. But again, just wanted to show off some of the lineups that this team can do and show what you can do without having an Asmodel in your lineup. So there we melted the carry and we got the Fairy Queen Vesa petrified. Let's see what we have going on here. We need the Swordflesh Zia active, and just her ability to melt heroes is huge. We got some CC going on here, so it's just the Asmodel. He was able to take us out there. Okay, all the carries are back now, so that's scary for sure. So it does seem like this lineup is struggling up against this carry sustain lineup. But again, you know, I was just trying to show off a build that didn't use Asmodel. And something that did showcase the strengths of Star Wing Jahra, and I really do like this build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you end up using it, let me know in the comments below. I know I'm going to be copying it for what I'm doing. And yeah, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. A giant thank you to Guan Yu. If you want to go in those comments like Guan Yu, know that you appreciate him sharing this account with us. That would be great. And I will see you all in my next video. We'll let this fight play out, and I will see you later.